Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Kristen, I just want to know from you, why would you let Ava and Gwen deliver you Abigail right there at your doorstep? Like, I just want to know, why would you accept her? Why you didn't give them back to Ava and Gwen? Why didn't you give her back? Now you know Abigail, you know how Abigail is, and you know the way she, misinspect the gadget on your behind. Now, why would you accept her, tell her, oh, you free to go around the island and go ahead. You're not hold hostage. Go ahead, have fun. That just like opening up a museum and telling Abigail, oh, you can't go no farther than here in the entrance. That's as far as you can go. All the other parts of the museum you can't explore. You think Abigail gonna listen to that and only gonna explore from the door to that stopping point? Abigail gonna explore the whole museum and probably gonna be all back there in the office looking around. Like, come on, Kristen. That, oh, you free to do whatever you want. Oh, you free to go. Oh, you not held hostage here. Oh, if Chad come, he free too. He free to roam around, do whatever he want. Now, Kristen, you ought to know better. And you know how Abigail is because Chad been married to her for a very long time now. So you know how nosy Abigail is. And you should have known sooner or later she was going to run into Sarah. So I'm confused on why you would accept Abigail as your hostage. I'm just confused how she ended from Gwen and Ava to the airport to that island where you telling them, oh, you free to go and free to do whatever you want. And now we see why Sarah on that island and why she ain't going nowhere. Sarah got a whole lot of identity crisis going on with her. Somebody in identity theft her brain, and she thinking she on a whole different type of mood right now. She thinking she in love with Tony. She thinking she this Renee woman. I don't know Renee. I don't know that woman, but yeah, Abigail, that is kind of your fault now that we think about it. Because if you and Gabby, when they left that syringe with Dr. Rob serum in that cell or that wine cellar, she wouldn't have had the chance to grab it. She wouldn't have no chance to fight with Kristen, which end result ended up, you know, getting herself a dose of her own castor. So yeah, it is kind of your fault too, Abigail, because you left the syringe there, you were sloppy and left your evidence hanging around there where any cop could have easily came, pulled that off, got fingerprints got off of it, and ended up arresting you. So yeah, that was kind of your fault because you didn't have enough common sense to clean up your mess after you tried to make Gwen come clean after your grandma ended up, injured, dead, because Gwen, you know that situation. So yeah, so it is kind of your fault, but not really, Abigail. We can't really blame you for all that, and I'm not going to give you all the blame. We going to put the blame where the blame is due, and you was right on the money when Gwen was involved in that whole mask and the Sarah thing. You was on the money with that, and I'm trying to figure out how this going to end, but we probably already know how this going to end. So, Kristen, I just want to know, after all of this and all of this said and done, what are you going to do with yourself? You really got yourself into a sticky situation. Not to mention you got Steve and Kayla, Mr. and Mrs. Spy on your hands that exposed you in the convent because they exposed that you was there, and now you got them on the island. Kristen, as many times if you didn't got away with all these crimes you didn't committed, no matter how. I hope this the one crime that finally attached to your behind and don't let go of it. Because at this point, this was a really sloppy idea. Not to mention on top of it, why would you go back to that same convict that already been exposed? And basically, we know if you leave Salem or anybody, any place else that you didn't committed a crime, you're basically gonna go there. So why would you go back there anyways? Then on top of it, Sarah then lost her mind. We got Steve and Kayla that they exposed you. We got Abigail that they exposed you. Sarah in La La Land, and we ain't gonna worry about her story right now. Sarah in La La Land somewhere. So you got a whole lot of people ready to tell on your behind and snitch on you. So I'm trying to figure out what's your end game at this point, Kristen. You made a mistake when you put Abigail on that island with you or whatever it is. You basically messed up, and I hope you realize that as much as it goes on and it plays out, I'm seeing that you're regretting your decision. And yeah, we know you weren't gonna poison Abigail, but Abigail sure took her chance to try to poison you. You poison your behind. Them sleeping pills didn't work. Whatever sleeping pills don't work, Abigail, yeah, you should have found a stronger dose. Because yeah, she might have hit the ground like she was sleeping, but she wasn't to sleep. Sister girl woke up out there napping, running around here, hanging on to the door, talking about some, what are you doing here? And what are you doing? And telling you the stories. I wait for her to keep on passing out. I said, yep, them pills gone. She ain't gonna feel them pills too much longer. I was waiting for the boom when she, failed the first time when she realized that Abigail gave her them sleeping pills. When that didn't happen and she didn't fall the second or third time, so that they having a full blown conversation, she acted like she was woozy, like she was about to fall the second or third time. But you notice she ain't never hit the floor. So whatever knockout sleeping pills you gave her, Abigail, you should have went for something a little bit more stronger because you messed up there not giving her something strong enough to do what you need to do, which was be nosy, and you ended up getting cut short on your little world nosy tour. But yeah, Kristen, what are you going to do? How are you going to get yourself out of this situation? At this point, I think you're going to go down. I think you're going to go down for this one. I think you're going to get in trouble. Not really sure because you always find a way to get out of this mess. And I don't know how you managed to slip out from under them people, but you managed to slip out of the police and everybody else's hand to get away per usual, and I guess you're going right back to the convent. I guess, maybe. But yeah, bad idea letting Abigail come on your little island. And Sarah, Miss Renee, Tony, the love of your life. Hopefully, this trip might be over for you. You'll get your common sense back, your mind right. How you remember Kayla, but you don't remember Steve? Now correct me if I'm wrong. Now correct me if I'm wrong here. Kayla and Steve been married and been doing everything for a whole while now, century, decades now. If you know Kayla, how you don't know Steve? Is it the trip, or are you on a trip right now? Because that didn't make sense to me. How you was happy to see Kayla. You know who Kayla is. You don't know who Steve is. I'm like, you should know. You should know that they're a couple. I don't know how you missed it, but okay. Like I said, blame it on the trip. She on the episode right now. She on Somebody Deserve the Island. We ain't gonna give her too much. She going through whatever trip she on. I think she then made it to Colorado by now. She'll make it around the Salem eventually, but I think she in Colorado for a while now. I think she in Colorado. She could be in New York or somewhere else. Where it's New York, Detroit, Michigan, Chicago. She can be somewhere where it's snowing, and she's somewhere where it's snowing. We don't know we don't know where exactly her brain is, but it's somewhere. So we just gonna leave that alone right there. Speaking of Ava and Nicole and Rave, You know what, Nicole? I can't really be mad at you. I'm just gonna go ahead and say you had more balls than the man you cheating than the man you cheating with on. You had more balls than Rafe could ever have in that scene. Not only did you get caught at A with BS and you know it's BS, you willing to go ahead and put it out there, then to go ahead and sit around and keep playing around and beating around this bush. So I appreciate that. You know you tired of it, and we know at this point it's getting old, it's getting tired, and I'm glad somebody put a stop to that crazy train at this point. Because somebody should have said something by now. Somebody, Ava, you got the proof and the evidence. Nicole, I was wondering who was gonna crack first. I'm glad Nicole finally cracked and told the truth. She told the truth, but Rafe, you didn't tell the complete truth. So now me and you got a problem. She already know y'all had sex thanks to Nicole. Well, it would have hurt her to go ahead and tell her that y'all also kissed in the Horton Town Square, even though she caught y'all and you know she didn't confirm whether or not that for you. It would have hurt you to go ahead and say, yes, we kissed outside in the Horton Town Square. Would it would have hurt you to go ahead and put that on out there too? Or you just got to hold on to a tiny detail? Is that what it is? You got to hold on to something. Nicole done already outed you and said that y'all had sex. The little kiss ain't gonna do nothing but, you know, just add an extra ingredient there. She ain't gonna be mad about the little peg. But the sex part, I think the sex part hurt her more than the little kiss. I'm not understanding why you didn't go ahead and say, and I also kissed her. I'm not understanding why you didn't go ahead and just spit it on now. Why hold on to that little tiny detail? I said, you can't do right to save your life at this point. Your life is on the line. Nicole tired of the BS. Nicole trying to save you. You know Trash gonna have a field day with this, and she is. Nicole at least trying to do something to try to help you, trying to help you out, and you sitting up here still holding on. So if you get something to jail or prison with EJ, you'll be cool and all right with that, huh? Even though Nicole then went ahead and outed the situation and it's out there now, why hold on to it? Why? What was your point in to not go ahead and tell that woman, yeah, we kids? I didn't get that and I didn't understand it, and yeah, she ain't done. Just like she didn't sought you up on these charges, her crazy is far from done. Done. We didn't see her do a whole lot to Steve and Kayla, and I got a feeling that Steve and Kayla part 3, well, if we on 9 and 10 when it comes to Ava and her crazy, I think we around 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. You finna get that in Nicole. Just cause you snitch don't mean you ain't gonna join in into the action. She coming after you too, best friend. She coming right after you too. She getting raped now. Oh, don't think you gonna be left out in the water. Oh, we gonna throw you a lot preserve and we gonna play with you too. I hope you don't think you scot free. She gonna get you too. Her crazy just don't direct in one person. It direct on everybody that's involved. So I'm pretty sure the way her crazy operate, in the way her mind work, oh Nicole, you gonna join into the pool. You gonna jump into the pool too. Just you wait. Your turn coming up next. It might be next week, all we know. Speaking of the Hernandezes, Gabby, the devil is playing all sorts of tricks with you, mind control. The devil is going to drive you up the wall and up and down each wall, and the Mara mansion from Rayfla House. It's gonna drive you up Titan Wall. It's gonna drive you crazy at this point because I ain't understanding how you let this slip. And Johnny kind of told on himself if you was paying attention. He actually told on himself, and I noticed you kind of caught him, but you didn't really catch him. You weren't smart enough to catch what the devil was putting down to you. Not only did he fool you into thinking that Jake was talking to Maggie, even though that was the devil playing as Jake. Now this devil got you thinking that you done sat there, Jake done did a whole deal behind your back. Not only that, he even got Stephen old shares and transferred where the hell them transferred to him for he could take control over the mirror without you even being there. Now make that make sense how he fooled you into thinking all this happening. Gabby, you know what, at this point I am tired of you and your antics when it comes to other people's company. So whatever happens, happen. At this point, I'm just gonna sit back and chill and let sleeping dogs lay when it comes to you, because at this point I'm tired. I'm tired of you going out to people's companies. I'm tired of you trying to be CEO of some other company. I'm tired of you connecting your company to somebody else's company, and then you're not thankful and grateful for that. You got to go and try to steal the CEO position and knock them down so you can run their company. So at this point, Gabby, I'm tired of you. You know what? The devil ought to take you for the ride of your life. Because at this point, he literally is. The devil is playing with you and your emotion, and it was Valentine's Day. You couldn't even much enjoy yourself. The devil got you fooled and got Gabby. You better knock out of it. You better knock yourself out of it for the devil have you riding on your neck, praising into some God you don't believe, a devil you don't believe in. Because at this point, baby, he didn't got you. He didn't got you good. He got you mad at Jake, which is one of his plans, because he wants you. He got you thinking that he went behind your back, made a deal with Maggie to take you out and take over. Then he got you thinking that he took your late husband's shares and trying to fight you for that, even though you ain't got no papers and you haven't been served. But like, he already got you running. I'm gonna continue to let him sit there and run you off for the move on. Chad, you get no brownie points from me, and you get no likes or no favorites from me this week. Not at all. None. Zilch. Zero. Nada. Chad, I love how you try to be a wonderful, great husband, and then you fail every time. First of all, your wife already told you what was going on. You just was too busy worrying about other things that the kids with your wife was putting down. And you should have realized that your wife was going to go and investigate and be nosy. First of all, your wife wouldn't be missing if you was paying close attention to her and listening to her what she was saying. And you should have known that when your wife got done talking to you, of course you was going to see was it true or not. Y'all basically, you and Kate basically gave her the go ahead and investigate further and see what's this she really thinking about, and thinking about in her mind, was it true or not. Y'all basically gave her the green light to go ahead and continue investigating to see if it's true or not. Now, why would you leave your wandering wife alone knowing that she was going to go and investigate it, and she did just that, and now she in trouble, and now she trapped on some island, and now you run around here looking for her, running to EJ like EJ can help you when you got all the tools you can need to find your own wife. I'm like, Chad is all over the place. I just can't with Chad. Like, he tried. I will give him that. He tried, but he don't try hard enough, in my opinion. For real, he do not. And I'm going to move along from that one. EJ locked up with a buddy. The buddy is Clyde. They talk about, war rooms and bullet wounds. Basically, when Clyde shot him, and he almost died thanks to Clyde shooting him and his friend, where his friend shot him, and you know the story. Basically, AJ and EJ cellmate is Clyde. They got old history, bad history. Um, Clyde say, let's let it go. You gonna need somebody to watch your back. So I'm guessing Clyde gonna be watching EJ back, even though he didn't, he almost got killed for that same reason. Doing business deal with Clyde. Y'all remember when he did that business deal with Clyde, and then Clyde literally backstabbed him, and he ended up getting shot. Y'all remember that? Y'all seen the scene where he fell down on his knees and hit the ground head first. When and Sammy had to patch him back up. Y'all remember that? They had to relive all that and talk about that. Clyde basically told him, I thought you were never. Basically, Clyde was giving him the rundown in the prison. Don't talk about your wealth. Don't talk about your wealth. Let's hope and pray. Don't nobody know who you are. Keep it down to a minimum. I watch your back and protect you. I don't know if EJ gonna accept his protecting him, because with Clyde comes consequences, and stuff you don't want to be bothered with. So I'm wondering, is EJ gonna let him be his lookout in case danger stirs? Because they gonna whip you in with open wounds, beating you up, and soon as you get in there, they think you fresh meat. So they got to test you out anyway. EJ ain't got that test yet, so I wonder is Clyde gonna be there. Basically, says I think the last time we saw Clyde was actually running that prison. So um I think Clyde can, get him an easier life too. To basically EJ or Lucas come clean about the situation. And Kate, you killed me now that I'm thinking about it. How you gonna get on Chad behind about doing the right thing, but you're not getting on your son behind? Shouldn't you be harassing, bothering, texting, calling, video chat, and all that with your son, trying to get him to come back to Salem so he can come clean, other than harassing Chad? Like I said, we already know, well, I already know Chad ain't got no conscience. Like I said, it all go back to the 2000, Mia and that baby, and he had that baby wasn't born, that baby didn't exist, basically gave her and the mama the cold shoulder. I knew back then he ain't have no conscience and he don't care. So of course he don't care. Like he said, he feel like justice was served. So I'm not surprised nor shocked. Shouldn't you be harassing your son, Kate, besides harassing Chad about coming clean? Chad Loney testified that, his testimony helped the Lord, but we need to get to the first liar first, which is Lucas and that man. Shouldn't we be bothering Lucas and the man that actually helped Lucas lie, besides harassing Chad? Cause Chad little lie, it might have helped put a bow on the case, but we got to get to the big liars at hand here. That was your son and that man that lied saying that it was EJ. Can we get to the main liars? I mean, Chad just, it was his little knot that put his little lie also helped, but we got to get to the liars at hand here, which is your son. Everyone for your son and that man and Lucas paying that man or whatever that lie. We got to get to them further before we bother Chad. Once we get Lucas or that man to come clean, Chad, we ain't got to really worry about him coming clean, because it'll already be out there that your son basically lied. So I'm trying to figure out why you harassing Chad and not your son. Normally you can get your children's attention, meaning Lucas. Why haven't you used them same efforts you harassing Chad with when it come to your son? Cause your son clearly paid that man off the lie that it was EJ. So why don't we go to the big liars here and not the little small white lies that Chad said on that stand? Let's focus on the liars that got the investigation started. The investigation started first. Can we get to that first? The actual big liars, not the little small white lies that Chad said on that stand. That's all I want to know. And Gwen, I really think they just showing Gwen this to make me mad at this point. Like I really do think they is at this point. What significance did Gwen bring to Salem Tuesday and Wednesday, or was it Monday and Tuesday? Tell me what was so exciting that they had to show Gwen. Besides Xander proposing to her, Xander turning in Sarah ring to give her a new ring. What was the point of showing Gwen? All she did was lie, lie, and double lie. That's all she did. She lied to her daddy once again, which is not shocking or breaking news. She also didn't really do nothing nor bring nothing in this episode, really. Besides pretending like she was Abigail texting or playing on Abigail's phone trying to confuse Chad. Then broke the phone. What else did Gwen bring to that episode? What else? So I'm kind of wondering why y'all keep on showing Gwen as much as y'all show her. When she really don't bring nothing, nothing to the show or nothing to the scene besides her and Xander. Gwen, be happy now while it lasts because Sarah in Chicago or Detroit or she's somewhere where it's snowing at this moment. Sarah is coming home, and it might be next week. You never know, depending on how fast it's moving. So, you enjoy your little engagement. Enjoy showing off to Maggie that you got engaged to Xander. You talking, being smart with Maggie. Had to show off that you and Xander then got a little closer. Y'all see how she was trying to brag and then throw it in Maggie's face. I didn't like that at all. That's why I say it's gonna be even more funnier when it all come back and bite you in the behind. That's why I said she ain't bring nothing to that nothing. When they showed her that Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was, or Monday, whatever one, it was one of them 3 days. She didn't bring nothing to that show besides showboating in front of Megan. That's all she did. That's why I say it's gonna be even more sweet when it come back to bite her in the behind. And Jack really cut her off. Like he almost cut off before, but he felt kind of bad and he ended up taking her back. So that's all you doing. That's really all you doing. Trip, Chanel is not gonna help you propose to Allie. Your wife, well, your girlfriend is keeping the secret. They actually had sex together, and once you find out that, we're gonna see if you gonna be down with a couple of threesomes or you gonna be happy with another woman in your bed, because Chanel is not fit to help you propose to Allie. She's not. Triple help her get, Johnny money, but as for Chanel helping you when it comes to, she is not gonna be happy about that. And in fact, she might try to talk her way out of that situation because she not down with it. And basically, she ain't gonna be down with it, Trip. So you might want to find you somebody else, to help you propose to Ellie, because Chanel, her face said it all. When you mentioned that and showed her the ring, basically her face said it all. She's still mourning and she's still lusting over your girlfriend. So yeah, she is not fit to help you get ready to propose to her. You might be ready, but Chanel not. Um, that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.